Everybody, good morning. Today's Monday. It's a no news Monday. We have PPI, CPI, unemployment claims. This is a pretty heavy week when it comes to news. And um, Marked out weekly high, weekly low, level of buy side, little level of sell side. London low because that's the only fucking recession liquidity left. Now, when it comes to bias, I don't, it gets a little tricky. Uh, I'm honestly like 50-50 on my bias. I'm not gonna lie. We're at all-time highs. We do have this weekly imbalance here. Um, Price may want to come down and fill that. I don't really know because I mean, we honestly could just go up from here. We could find, like if you're just shorting up here and longing down here, you're making money. So, like if I'm shorting the market, I would only necessarily short to this weekly low and then higher. Or if I'm looking, let me look for today. Like for today, I would need to see either this level of sell side swept and then buying down here would be great, right? Buying around here would be awesome. Below the daily open, below 830 open, and we take a level of sell side. Perfect for longs. Now, if we just go up from here, maybe we could do like a little continuation model, fair value gap, maybe a little bit inverse to this level of buy side, or at least this area of imbalances and stuff like that, because this is that new week opening gap. I do like how price traded up into it though, so we might get a reaction down and open, but we'll see. So if we go up from here, I'll look for like a little continuation model. If we go down here and maybe create an SMT and then get some nice maybe a V-shaped recovery back up, I'll long. Or we could just wait and see if price comes down and take out London low or weekly low and then look for longs there. I don't really know if I would short to London or weekly low though. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm against it because we're in this range and when we're in this area, we just go up. So I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go shower and shit, but market opens in 10 minutes, so I'll miss probably a couple minutes of the first opening bell, but I really don't give a shit. You know, before I go, let's just mark out 9:30. Bam. I like marking out open like this. 30, fam. Um, 9:30. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, Asia and London session didn't do a whole lot. We got down, accumulated for a little bit. We did kind of manipulate down, and we do kind of have an SMT here. I mean, these are kind of like relative equal lows. So this is honestly a pretty nice, area to short to if you want. As we came down, ES swept it out pretty nicely. NQ kind of failed to do so. We came back up inside this new week opening gap, and then have been accumulating again. So anyway, I'm gonna see you guys when markets open. I'm flawless. All right, chat. So I came back a little bit ago. I came back like around, I think on this candle around here, and I want to just fucking call something out. I said it around here. I was like, dude, you could buy back up. And I was like, I could kind of see this coming up. But at the same time, like, is this 15 minute? Because the 15-minute candle closed all the way down here. I'm like, is the next 15-minute candle really going to come all the way back up? It fucking did. But, whoop-de whoop. I'm kind of surprised. Like, on the 15 minutes, kind of ugly. But if you go down to the one, I've seen this happen just so many fucking times. That like I literally called and we had an SMT at these lows too. I mean, you could have taken it. Like if we had a nice inverse here, you could have taken it. Like we had a little one, but like if I gotta zoom in this much to see it, I don't give a shit. But I called it around as this candle was happening. I was like, you could buy this, and you would have caught like what 50 points straight profit too. But the thing is, there's no, I don't want to say there's no confluences, but there's no fair value gap paths or inverses or anything until right here. But at that point, I'm not entering. Um, but that's just kind of like reading price and like the order flow and just kind of like seeing it happen 1,000 times where like, oh, hey, listen, we're gonna go up from here, but I can't monopolize on it, and I don't know why. Mentally, I can't just click enter because realistically, if it loses, what am I entering off of? You know, like realistically, what am I entering off of? I mean, we do have this higher time frame fair value gap along with an S&T. But at the moment, this 15-minute candle closed, and this is bearish. You know, and without any context, it's kind of hard to say if we're gonna come right back up like we did, but we did. So, and honestly, you could potentially buy right now, like on a 5 minute. It's the macro too. I mean, the 3 minute we did inverse. We do have an SMT though. Again, ES is up here and NQ isn't. However, I don't really know if that matters. Like, let's take this on practice because it'll probably work. Like, realistic, I wouldn't hate it if it wants to tap that. Why don't it? What's the stop loss on that? 30 is a little aggressive. I'm not gonna lie. That's a new symbol. Around 61. That's kind of new. Um, like that's kind of a big stop. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna actually move it up a little bit. Maybe we'll treat that like this whole thing could be a breakaway cap, I guess. No. That's why I kind of want to give it room if it wants to come down. That's only one micro and it's $70.
Order filled.
That's 150. And like honestly, I mean that's 200 bucks. About I'm gonna do a little bit over 200, but like this might work, honestly. Like if we break above this high and get a closure above these highs, I can move my stop um here. And maybe we could add one. But that's on practice. I would not take that on Express, and I don't really know why. It's because realistically, if you're even treating it as a breakaway, your stop goes down there, and that's 50 points. And I'm not having a 50-point stop. I'm just not. So, anyway, I'm gonna see you guys later. Realistically, what do I think is gonna happen next? I don't know. I kind of want to see how this 4 hour closes, but I think we're just gonna be playing within this range today, like we have been this whole fucking, last week. Like I don't necessarily like any of this. This is fucking stupid. I'm gonna see you guys later. All right, everybody. Quick little thing. So I didn't take anything. I said I wanted to buy around here, and that would have been fucking, beautiful. But honestly, since there, I mean, after this move up and around here, I did walk away, like around here, because I was expecting just kind of back and forth this. We didn't get that, but I didn't take a trade. Wow, we're actually pretty close to that weekly high. By the daily opened. And I mean, we're only up like a percent. It's just kind of straight up. I didn't take a trade, so I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.